welcome to the rebranded or the new, but yet the same, only with a different name podcast. We went from borderline podcast disorder to public disservice. And for anyone listening who's not seen my post on social media, the reason is that I just feel like the name is not um, it wasn't basically telling the full story of what I wanted to or what the podcast what I'm doing with the podcast, where it's going, and that's it. This is the reason why I decided to rebrand it under public service. I hope for people who've listened since it was called Borderline Podcast Disorder, stick around. And for the new people, welcome, welcome to the episode. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the channel. I hope you stick around. I hope you find what you've been looking for. And I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm just going to say that this week's episode is with a friend of mine and someone who's been here before and someone who I've had the pleasure to put a show on with as well earlier this year, Karyna Aslanova. And we had fun. We always do when we get to hang out. We talked for hours. About half of the time that we spent talking has been recorded, so you get to listen to it. And then the other half, you just gotta hope, no hope, sorry, you gotta imagine what else we were talking about. I'll leave you to it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And by the way, I'm saying this as I'm giving pets to Sarma, who I think created a habit of whenever she sees me on the laptop doing something, she would come and be cute and asking for those pets. So I don't know what that means, whether maybe she's just super excited to get the podcast out, or maybe she doesn't really like it and wants to stop me from doing it. I don't know. I guess we'll never know unless there's going to be a way to make cats communicate with us, as in a way that we can understand. But yeah, look, enjoy the episode. You're in for a good one. Okay, Asmur.
Asmr.
How do you pronounce Asmur? Like, how do you say it? Is that how you call it? Asmur.
I think it's ASMR, but I like the Asmr.
Asmur.
I think it's how I've heard it from Yogi Bell,
Yeah, yeah,
comedian,
yeah.
like Asmr, and I'm like, oh, that's my way of. It's like saying mikrovave.
But I didn't even the Asmur thing. I haven't. I've never heard, like, actually, because I know I've seen him,
Yeah.
and actually I didn't understand what he was talking about, and I only like I've seen
Wait,
him,
what about all this audio experience?
but I didn't know that that's what it is.
And
I just thought it's like white noise. Yeah, I just thought it's white noise.
it's all the noise.
Is that
Annoying / enjoying, but you know how it's in the brain, like the whatever causing you pain center, the same thing causing you joy and like
yeah?
satisfaction.
But basically, what I was trying to say is because I think I started the recording, so for context. So I've seen Yogi when I first came to London, so like 3 years ago. I've seen his act like once or twice, and I was like, okay, that's funny. Without actually understand, I just thought that you're not meant to understand anything at all. And
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not
and
supposed to.
only last year I actually heard about this like as ASMR
Uh-huh.
and what it
Yeah,
means.
yeah, yeah.
No, I don't even actually know what it means. I just heard about the fact that it's I don't know this weird shit that like you might like. It's kind of like in the background, whatever.
It stands for something. It's like audio sensory,
You see, I didn't know. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just like,
Well, you live, you learn.
yeah, I guess that's true. But anyway,
I
Karyna,
wanted to start with you by saying something very wrong, probably. Bună ziua.
bună ziua. Almost, yeah.
How?
Bună ziua.
Bună ziua?
Bună
Bună
ziua.
ziua.
Yeah, that's
Bună
good.
ziua.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, bună ziua, Levi.
bună ziua. For anyone who doesn't speak Romanian, that means I don't know, like good day. That's actually what it is, like the Australian good day.
Well, I just Google translated hello from English,
Is
and
well,
that's
this is the thing though. Technically, it's not because like bună ziua, it's only what you say again, like from like afternoon basically.
uh-huh.
Afternoon until the evening. You say bună ziua, dimineața, good morning, you say bună dimineața, which is good morning. And then if I see someone in the evening, you say bună seara.
Bună seara.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so.
Italian.
Yeah, I was going to say yeah, like Italian, and even the buono, like it
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, because it's
I worked with a Romanian girl who went to Italy just for holidays, and then when she came back, she was like, "I think we speak so similar, like Romanians and Italians."
yeah,
Have you noticed this?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's a
Well, Latin.
Latin language. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the thing. There is a theory that Romanian is what makes like Italian the Italian that it is today.
Oh yeah.
There is a theory that I think when the Roman Empire, because when the after Roman Empire took over Dacia, which was the former Romania,
Yeah.
the they had to kind of like change their language a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to obviously be understood by the ghetto Getodax and I don't know the English translation of the or whatever they were called. But basically, there is the theory. Like most people believe that Romanian is a Latin language. Apparently, it turns out that this modern sort of like whatever you think of as a Latin language, like French, Italian, Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
actually it's the other way around. It's not that Romania is an that Romanian is a Latin language, but it's actually again all. Sorry, the main theory or like what main people believe is that Romanian is just a Latin language.
Mm-hmm.
But there is another like French theory, which I've read something about, but again, not obviously not good enough to like actually know how to explain it well. But this like fringe theory is that actually Romanian it's what started the other languages that now you know as Latin.
Possible, very possible. It's just like probably a place like Romania will never gonna get enough of credit because
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, because again, this is kind of like I guess it makes sense, because the people who are living there, the Traco Dutch and the Dutch were kind of like not Dutch, by the way, not people from Netherlands. They were like fuck, what's the word? They were some sort of like Vikings. They were descendants of like southern Vikings.
Mm.
So that's the thing. Is it's just like yeah, it's quite interesting. It's like it's a nice. It was a very and it's been influenced by a lot of cultures, mostly because so many people invaded it basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it just happened that yeah, from there it started. But yeah, I know like when I go to Italy, when I used to go to Italy, I haven't been for a while. But yeah, it's easy to understand it. It's
Yeah.
easy to I think it's easier to learn it for a Romanian person.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it's quite similar. I feel like some uh, words and the way you say it although you see, like we have those like ts and stuff like this that you don't have in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
The There is enough in common to go like, oh, like it's kind of like, you listen to something and you're like, ah, I know what it means. Like I can't get like, if someone was to talk about you,
Yeah.
you go like, ah, I think I know what they're talking about.
Ah, okay. So Italians, be careful around Levi when he's in
Yeah,
Italy.
yeah,
Don't talk shit about him. He knows what you're talking.
yeah. Which actually, this is the thing, because it's quite funny, because I think if Italians were to listen to Romanian speaking, they'd
Mm-hmm.
be like, what?
Yeah. Ah, that's cool.
Because we have the more like, Turkish, Greek, and like Slavic influences that
Yeah.
Italians wouldn't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
have any idea
Ah,
how to deal with.
poor limited Italians.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they were always there, like they're at the core of the thing. Like they weren't as, even when the Roman Empire had to kind of like retract,
Yeah.
they were always there. Like they didn't have to retract that much.
Oh yeah.
Whilst Romania was kind of, that's the thing. Like with whatever is Romania now, used to either be Roman. Like again, before the Roman Empire, there were loads of like Viking descendant tribes. And again, by Viking descendant, I'm talking about a type of Vikings. Before someone goes like, oh, that's factually incorrect. It's a descendant of the Vikings. It's
Mm-hmm.
not Vikings like what you'd think of Thor.
Yeah.
And then obviously after
No,
that,
those were in Ukraine. Those the
yeah.
origin OG Vikings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the thing. Like
Wow,
you
where
like
is the sea?
no, they came like from
Oh yeah,
up down from north.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's like this is a big mistake people do. They often like when they think of Ukraine, they think about west wait north is west and south
Yeah.
and thinking this is the main influence like but in fact like in formation it was north and south the south right
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the south is the bottom.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like the the mix like of those cultures and influences like that
Yeah.
shaped the
Okay.
thing. So we have Vikings. The peeps who established Kiev were like three brothers and a sister. They were all Vikings. Like if you see the like a monument, like
Yeah.
it's Viking shit all the way. Yeah. So I'll show you. Yeah, they had this like a boat with all this like
Yeah.
looking
Oh, the little.
like dragon
Yeah,
snake
yeah, yeah,
shaped
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like it's crazy. Yeah, actually.
You know what? Actually, because you were asking what we can talk about, I think this is actually some stuff we can talk about.
Okay.
What is the some of the actually, you know what? Before we actually go into that, um, for anyone who hasn't listened to the first our first episode,
Oh yeah.
who are you?
Oh yeah. Of course. Oh my God.
And then I'll ask you the
Who
question.
are you? um,
Why are you here, Naja?
Okay, yes. My name is Karyna Aslanova. I'm a stand-up comedian, actor, filmmaker, artist slash photographer, and just goddess.
Goddess.
That's it. Yeah,
Right. So
really.
there is the Viking.
Modest.
Yeah, the Viking spirit
Yeah.
showing.
Listen. By the way, I'm very carefully restudying Ukrainian history, and there are bloody evidence of Amazons being there. Lots of them. Like, I'll send you the stuff. I'll send you the links.
What?
Like, you can even attach it to this episode. But like, it's insane. Yeah, like
Amazon.
the skiffs, they are gold, and like the connection with the Greece and things like that. Like, and the relationship
Wait. But Amazon.
yeah, Amazons, the women warriors. Yeah.
Oh.
What did you think? Amazon delivery?
No. Like, but the Amazon is like is in Brazil.
No. I mean like the Amazonians.
Oh,
Like,
Amazonian. Okay. But where are they from? Like,
well, again, this is because of the like influence of the South. Like have
right.
the relationship with
Oh, because it was like open
Greece,
at sea. Yeah.
and so like yeah, there was a lot of
Right.
that stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
entitled to call myself at least demigod.
So you're like Xenia, Xena.
That's how we call it. We say Xena, yeah.
Yeah,
But they call it in England Xena.
Xena.
Yeah,
That's rubbish. I think it's Xena is better.
yeah.
Xena, the Princess Warrior.
Xena, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Did you watch it? Was it on
I
TV?
did, yeah. Yeah, and also Hercules. It was
Yeah, but
hand in
no, but the
hand.
Xena wasn't animated.
No,
No,
there was Hercules also like TV show. And they
non-animated.
even had like a cross episode with
Oh,
Hercules
I
guy
haven't seen that.
and Xena, yeah.
Well, you see, actually, again, that's actually good that you're saying that you're exploring Ukrainian history. Because what I wanted to ask you earlier was, to kind of like get us started, some of the most interesting, I guess, misconceptions about Ukraine.
Mm,
Even like, because you see, like the one we were talking about, oh, people think about like the West and the South being uh, the most influential, or the although actually no, because Kiev is in technically is like what, like central towards north, no, east, actually east-ish
little
central.
bit, yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
But you see again, you address that, and you're like, oh, lots of people think about the West and the South.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever what else did you come across, or like what else do you're like, oh, actually people say, like, I didn't know the thing about the Vikings,
Mm,
which actually after you said it, I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense,
mm-hmm.
but yeah, what other, again, not, I wouldn't say, because even misconception sounds as if someone assumed something that would have been wrong, but it's just things that you're like, you would have had no idea that this is how it works.
Uh, should I address the fact that, that there's like that the like Ukraine's not full of Nazis? Is that a good one?
Wait, when was?
No, it's like if you listen to Russian propaganda, then you'll hear that.
Oh, right, right, yeah, because it's full of.
There are some,
Yeah.
but like surely less than in UK, for instance. Surely like they will never be like having enough of like power to
Yeah,
like
but
even
that's.
people.
I mean, even if they're even if that's like a fringe population, it doesn't. It doesn't give the excuse to wage a war against the whole country.
Yeah, and well, that's
That argument
obviously such
goes. Yeah.
exaggeration. Like, but yeah, I mean, it's just like, unfortunately, till this day, sometimes I have to answer this question, and people sometimes come over to me and like, are
Really?
there really Nazis in Ukraine? And I'm like, oh my God, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, yeah, I'm right here in front of you standing, like, and then I'm like, I just can't take it seriously.
Wait,
Like,
so
it's
that
such
actually happened?
yeah, people were asking me, even other comedians were asking me.
How, like, how close were you with these people before they ask you? Like, are you talking about people who you knew for a
No, no,
while?
no.
No, okay, right. So it's like
We
new-ish.
just had like gig
Yeah, yeah,
together,
yeah,
and then after like hearing my set where I mentioned that I'm from Ukraine,
yeah.
then they would come over and ask like these questions. But like, that only proves that Russian propaganda works well, sinks in into all the holes.
Yeah,
Sometimes clients like because I do photography
yeah, yeah,
and um I get like different ways how I book like photography.
yeah.
It's either personal connections or I am like registered at the few websites where they would send me
Requests.
the jobs,
Right.
and I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. And then I go and I don't know who will be
Yeah,
like that person actually. And sometimes it can be like fucking, I don't know, taking pictures of like a um uh, chiropractor practice.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's for some reason very popular thing. But
Oh,
yeah, I sometimes I get free treatment.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
but like I remember coming in, and then like the client starts to tell me like some rubbish
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
is asking where I'm from. I'm telling him, and then he goes into like, oh, proxy war, like yeah, and I'm like, and what I do? Because ideally I want to just leave,
Yeah.
smack the door, maybe like smack him too, and just like be gone. But I can't, and then I'm like standing and maybe I'll add sometimes something like, oh, well, that's what Russian propaganda says, like so at least a little bit of something. But
Right.
then like usually I just need to like during this moment swallow it, and That's where I always feel like, oh my god, that makes me, that inspires me to try to be as independent in the work that I do as
Right.
possible, So then there's no this type of surprises. So it's like who I work for, it's people that I know that are gonna do this type of.
Yeah, again, with that, I mean, I say it as if, I have a very low sorry, very low tolerance to uh, even people who are like, oh, they're good people, but they are just not aware.
Yeah,
I feel like that to me, it's like reached its limit because ultimately it doesn't matter.
yeah,
Because if you're putting someone in danger, because again, you're now kind of like, because I guess in your circumstances, pretty much the case of, yeah, it makes sense because like everyone would love, like everyone would fight Nazis,
mm-hmm.
like that's, I'd say that thinking about it like that, I get it.
Yeah.
But in the other hand, again, like it doesn't matter if they mean it because of the goodness of their own hearts or because they
But
are.
the problem is that most of the time, these people, it's not like they like sincerely asking
Yeah,
question and they want my expertise on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They telling me, a
yeah,
Ukrainian who has a dad in the fucking army serving, like, oh, they are facts that they've read somewhere, and I'm like, go on, yeah, tell me more about me, yeah, like it's crazy, like it's like, I mean, like I'm all like, obviously, like being comedian, I'm trying
yeah,
to like transform then all this craziness into humor,
yeah.
like because I have to, otherwise I'll just go crazy, like
Yeah,
for real.
I think with that, isn't it a bit hard? Because like in my respect, I find that so I have to first have found peace with the subject of the matter, like the thing that I'm going to write about, and then I can
Mm-hmm.
actually make it into a joke. And I always think about like my example. So just to give you, just see what I meant,
Mm-hmm.
is that I've only managed to write funny bits about like my mom
Yeah,
only after I kind of got to peace with the fact that she's dead, and
yeah.
I.
Well, look, regarding Ukraine and war, I the war is continuing.
Yeah, yeah, of
So I
course,
need to
yes.
find other ways and be
Yeah,
creative,
yeah,
like
yeah,
how
yeah,
to find
yeah,
some kind of peace. But like I get what you mean too. So like I think unfortunately sometimes I need to like do it on a go,
yeah, yeah,
kind of work through it,
yeah.
like, yeah. So if there's some guy like irritating me like at the cafe, like there was a case actually, like, yeah, that
No way.
I turned into a little bit. There's this cafe I go, Albanian cafe,
Right,
near the place where I live, because there's seats outside and they make nice coffee and then
right.
I can sit and smoke. And I sometimes come by myself
Yeah,
and like do whatever, either chat with the pensioners or
yeah,
to write my shit. And I remember there was this guy once. He came in and then he sat down next to me, like table next to me, and
yeah,
that was my first thought. Like, there's all these empty tables. Why the fuck do you need to sit right next to me? Like, what kind of people do that? Like, don't know. And it's not like he wanted socialized. Like,
yeah, yeah,
no. But and then later, he's like, "Oh, can I have your ashtray?" Like, and then he took the ashtray.
yeah.
And then later, I hear him start talking on the phone, and I can hear that he's speaking Russian, and he's Russian, and I'm just sitting and thinking, okay, fucking great. So Crimea is not enough. You also need to take my fucking ashtray. Like, and then so like, then I'll reflect later and I expand into like, like this whole joke. Like,
Yeah,
yes, because I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's great to find humor, but on another, like, it's my way of bringing up the serious issue and reminding
yeah,
people
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on. So, like,
Genuine question
mm.
with that. How did you know he was Russian? Because obviously, like loads of other countries,
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it straight
so it's
away.
like a something else in the.
There's a certain like dialects or
Yeah,
accent they
yeah,
have, or
yeah.
the way they pronounce things,
Right,
because
right, right.
there's only one type of people who can speak clear, no accent Russian language.
Mm.
It's Ukrainians. Russians themselves speak trash Russian. Like it's always like so like accenty and not clear and not straight, unless it's like I don't know the like TV presenters or
Right,
something like
right,
that when
right,
you
right.
have this like a perfect diction. Like, but yeah, like you can tell like when you listen
Right.
to for a few seconds, like what type of Russian language it is.
Oh, okay. That yeah, 'cause that's why I was like kind of, I don't know, thinking about other countries. I was like, that speak Russian or they have at least like as a second language or whatever.
Well, yeah, I just know
But
them very
yeah.
very well. I mean, we joke in Ukraine that like Russian is just one of the Ukrainian dialects, so, you know, and you can like distinguish when it's like somewhere from like South Ukraine or if it's like
Did
somewhere.
you actually like have to learn Russian in school alongside Ukrainian?
Yes, but in my case, like I'm millennial. My whole school was in Ukrainian. That's
Yeah,
official language
yeah.
and everything. But we did have I think one lesson of Russian per week,
Right,
something like that.
right, right.
Yeah, but also like my family, my whole family were like Russian speaking, like, and I think I'm the first one who started to like say something in Ukrainian and shocked the whole
Right,
family.
right, right, right.
They were all like, "Oh, what's she speaking like?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bitches, new language, welcome." I mean, not new, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
for yeah, so,
Okay, because my like I used to go between the in the south of Ukraine a lot
hmm
most of the time. So then I actually know I have friends who were to school. Well, friends. I had friends at the time. Like I don't keep in touch with them anymore just because of the way life, turn out. Um, but I know that in the schools on the south border with Romania,
mm,
they were actually they were basically learning Ukrainian was like the official language,
yeah.
but they would actually do stuff in Romanian as well. And then I think
Oh yeah.
apparently in the the like the A levels and stuff like that, they actually gave you the option if you wanted to do it in Romanian, you could have done it in Romanian.
See, this is because how chill we are and how like freedom loving we are. Like, you want to speak French in I don't know in
I mean, I think
Ivano-Frankivsk?
they need
Like,
a
come on.
community of French people.
No,
Yeah,
but yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I see
But
what
it's
you're saying.
definitely like I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. It's like like it's if you bordering with someone like I think all countries bordering close by will have like a duo
I mean, yeah, because this is the
lingual.
thing. Like, technically, I think some of my family, or again, not technically blood family, because it's from my not my biological father, my adoptive father. Um, they are Romanians, but then because of the way maps were drawn over and over again, they were Ukrainians, then they were Romanians, then they
Mm-hmm.
were Ukrainians again, then they were like all
Yeah,
this
my mom's
weird.
Egyptian, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I think because that also played a role
Mm-hmm.
in that as well. But yeah, I see it. Um, okay, sorry, we had a bathroom break.
How do you say in Romanian? How do you help kids to go to pee? What is your sound?
What to pee?
Like when you have to help baby pee, like what sound do you make? What sound did your parents do for you to help you pee?
I don't think I have memories from back then.
Traumatic.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Yeah, mine was also
Which is also
traumatic.
funny enough, is the this it's very similar to the sound that you make to get a cat's attention. So,
Well, oh, what? How do you call the cat? Like, how do you like get their attention? What's the sound?
well, just like I can't do it because I have chewing gum, but it's like,
Ah, I think we would do this more. I personally do that for crows when I call the crows to
why?
come in. Yeah, yeah,
Why do you call crows?
because they are my friends. They were almost like my pets back when I lived in Ukraine because they had a nest in a tree right outside of the balcony, and if you do that, they react to it very well to this. And
Aren't you meant to destroy those nests?
no, you kidding me? Crows are amazing. They like audience messengers. No, like
Did you
and
did you have any friends growing up?
Hardly.
Right, okay.
Well, the crows are my friends, okay? But yeah, like they react and then you leave them biscuit or you throw them like a meatball or something and then they're very happy. And then I was waiting when they will start to bring me gold back because, like they love shiny objects. But I think it's more about that other type, like, when black and white, something Jack.
Well, black and white movies?
No, like the other type of crow. And it's in English, it's
Uh,
something Jack.
Eagle.
No,
I know.
black and white. They live like in London. You see them often.
A pigeon.
Okay, never mind.
I have no like. Obviously I'm taking the piss, but I also don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay, but yeah, like
So
there's
like a
this.
black and white bird. That's like a crow.
Yeah, 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 and they the ones who like actually like if you will manage to
Find
befriend
gold.
them, they
Right.
will start to bring you like
Gold.
finding like earrings like or something. Yeah, I saw it on the internet, and then I was like, well, my crows do it, but my
Uh,
crows didn't do shit to me.
I'm sure
They're
it's true if you saw it on the internet.
Oh yeah, well, their babies once fell out from the nest, but already like
Yeah,
teenager
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of. And me and Mike, we both lived there. Mike's my parent, my fucking hell, my partner. Um,
It's my
parent,
friend.
partner, like tomato, tomato. Uh, we went to rescue the baby,
Yeah,
and we got like umbrellas in case crows will attack us. And we wanted to like pick it up.
yeah.
And as soon as we like reached maybe like we were 2 meters away, parents fucking bombarded
Yeah, yeah,
us
yeah, of
and
course,
started
of course.
attacking us.
Yeah,
We were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, you know what? Okay, let's just let it be as it is. Like,
Holy shit.
but yeah, I'm sure these crows are still. Well, I hope they're still there and they're still making nests. Like they were there for many many years.
Hmm.
How did we start to talk about that?
What? Just because we? Yeah, because we were talking about the sound that you make
Ah, yeah. So that's
when you
for
call a
crows.
cat.
Like, yeah, and for you do that for cat to
Yeah.
call. What about?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. It's always like I'm always curious because it's such different sounds. Like what animals do, like their sounds. Like what does the dog say?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does the dog say in Romania?
Oh yeah, actually I've seen that before. In Romania, it's hum hum hum.
Hum.
Yeah,
That is so fascinating. In Ukraine, it's have,
have
have.
have
Yeah.
have. Yeah, because how. You know that
Yeah.
would be another
I
one. But
think it's based on very particular type of dog, is the a big fat Brutus who like too lazy, can't bark anymore, and he's like
yeah,
something like that. But
actually I think it's the alphabet as well, no? Because like how
mm,
and have is very similar.
mm-hmm.
Like
Maybe.
it's very close. And I think because of the even like the Cyrillic alphabet, it's even
Yeah.
at least to me, like having learned the Romanian alphabet first
Uh-huh.
and then the Ukrainian one, I'm like I always confuse. No, actually I'm lying because no, yeah, the not the capital U because that's the capital U is like a Y almost. I get it,
Uh-huh.
but the little U and the V I always confuse. Or like it was hard for me to get. So maybe the dogs actually say even Romanian dogs say have, but they didn't. Because they didn't know. They thought it was a U.
You need to listen to them more carefully.
No, but I think actually, you know what? Because hum is what you learn at school, where you're like, or not at school even. Sorry, like a nursery. You know, when you're like trying
Mm.
to play those games of like, what does the cow like moo, and then the dog hum. But then actually, as you, if say I don't know, I were to like make a dog noise now as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like how.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
What does it say in English? Rough,
uh,
rough.
rough. Yeah. That's it. Yeah,
Uh.
rough. It's actually quite funny because it's such a big difference.
But I think it's just dogs have much richer vernacular in general than what we give to them. Like they say so many things.
Yeah, but I doubt the dogs had any input.
They should be. They should be considerate. I think like their representatives should really like expand the
Yeah, we should elect them in the
vocabulary.
government.
Please, oh my God, that would be such a fantastic world, isn't it?
Depends on the dog, I guess.
Maybe, but I don't
I
know.
was actually, the worst thing is the first dog that I was thinking about to be I'll be like, oh, I would see in charge was the German Shepherd, which is probably not, like, historically is not the best.
I call it. Um, oh my God. Okay, so there's Al Pacino and there's this other similar guy to him with the mole. Robert De Niro, yeah.
Yeah.
I always call the German Shepherd Robert De Niro because all German Shepherds have this like little mole on their cheek,
Oh,
and for some reason it always reminds me of Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, don't put German Shepherd in charge. Well, listen, they're supposed to have, I guess, like the different countries. Maybe German Shepherd can be German dog's representative.
Yeah, but I think again, it's just the fact that I was thinking about like a dog that would be like, you kind of like
It has to be
pay attention to,
mongrel, straight, mix, whatever,
Really?
serious face mongrel. They are the best. They are the most thankful one, the loyal one, and the nicest, least spoiled. So grateful. I think this would be the best one. Coming from nothing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like in charge, you want someone with a bit of,
Training.
not training, but like, someone
Finish
that
the
like
dog school.
demands, respect.
Yeah,
That's
because like,
it's
again,
kind
like
of
the,
like
the the one from the street, like
you'll be played. People like
knows the
or other
life.
dogs would just play with him or her feelings.
No, straight one has the most experience. Like,
Stray,
yeah, stray, yeah,
right, right,
like
right.
and like know how the streets work, and like so it's the one that had the toughest life.
Right,
So it's the ultimate choice for me.
right. I love how Sarma is kind of like, what is happening, and also don't bring dogs in this.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
More dog. I agree with you. I feel like Sarma
we triggered.
should be
Have
the
you ever have she ever encountered a dog?
no,
No, maybe
no.
it would be okay.
I mean, I feel like yesterday there were the fireworks from
Mm,
the whatever thing was yesterday, and they seem okay with fireworks. Like, not, you know, not
yeah,
that bad. Like, not as bad as you see like other pets.
yeah,
Uh,
dogs don't like it really.
no, but even like some other cats wouldn't like it that much. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they have a very blessed life. They grow up. I mean, obviously we keep them indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then also, yeah, I just feel like they are not that scared about that stuff. And what else I was gonna say with the sarma? Yeah, I think no. Besides of when we took them to the vet
Yeah.
and we put them in like the little backpacks, they didn't have.
Do they have this like little like a cosmonaut uh, bags with little plastic window
No,
to
no, with the
look?
plastic, it's like a mesh.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
you got the like
You
mesh.
know the ones I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but not that one. No, the one that we have is
Space
like
rocket.
it's more. No, the one that we have it's more like a meshy sort of background.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is where they have seen other animals. Yeah, at the vet.
yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, because they would have seen dogs there as well.
Mm.
Yeah, and they didn't. I mean, I think they. It's hard to tell because like they seemed obviously they weren't happy because they were in the backpacks,
Yeah.
but they didn't seem more unhappy
Yeah.
because there were dogs there
Yeah.
or like even other cats. I feel like sometimes, funnily enough, I think they used to be a cat next door, and then sometimes they would look like through the window, or like sometimes when we leave them in the balcony,
Yeah.
they would look at like other animals in the court as well. And oh, we used to actually know because we had a cat that used to come. Oh my god, I haven't seen her in ages actually. I miss her. Anyway, she would come like this cat would come and like sniff under our door, and
Oh.
then they would start sniffing from the other side in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
And then yeah, and sometimes I think they would like hiss at each other
He is.
through like underneath the door.
Also, they weren't like friendly. Yeah.
I think it takes a while for them to be friendly because they need to get accustomed with the smell. Like
Mm.
after we had them vaccinated, for example, sorry, neutered, not vaccinated. Or like even the first time we gave them a bath,
Mm.
um, it took like a week for them to stop hissing at each other because
Oh,
the smell went away, so they didn't almost like they didn't recognize each other.
jeez.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't know
wash
if
them
it's the same
anymore.
with other cats, but
Stop washing them.
I think now we haven't done it in ages because again they're just like indoor cats.
I mean, maybe some. I would imagine there should be already some special shampoos that like doesn't have any scent and doesn't like remove the scent.
I
Or
mean,
is
if
it
you
unavoidable if you want to like wash dirty, stinky cat armpits and keep their
they're
smell
not that
intact?
stinky though, that's the thing.
Cats don't sweat.
I don't think so.
I think they sweat. I know
I mean, it
dogs
doesn't
sweat.
smell as bad as it would smell like after.
Yeah, but they have like a lymphatic system, so they definitely have to smell like
Okay,
produce it somehow through pores. Maybe not exactly armpits,
yeah,
but some fold that
I
they have.
haven't paid as much attention in the but again I haven't like I they don't stink, they don't smell.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the reason why we washed them
No, you're supposed to wash at least occasionally.
once in a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't, but I think something might have happened anyway. So yeah, we gave them a bath, and then they would like hiss at each other, and
Crazy.
then they even yeah, and it was kind of like this thing, which I think even now, like for example, when we go to bed, Pickle would come in bed,
Mm.
but Sarma wouldn't because I think Pickle kind of took control of the bed.
Okay. Marked it.
Yeah. But it's weird because then in some other times they share some spaces.
Yeah.
Like they would both sleep in their beds. They have like a shared bed, which is quite funny because we thought the only gonna be for one of them.
Uh-huh.
But then yeah, like with the actual like the bed in a bedroom that me and Irene sleep on, they will not like Sarma will rarely touch it. And then if Pickle comes, she goes away.
Mm.
Whilst like on the sofa, for example, Sarma will come on the sofa and Pika will come on the sofa.
So do you think they don't recognize each other as siblings anymore?
I don't think they have that anyway. Apparently,
Well, yeah, but like like oh, we from same tribe
they
kind of
don't
thing.
have that.
So they just then forced friends.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've read something, but again, don't quote me on that because I haven't paid like I haven't actually done any research. But I think cats don't have the same sense of like "Oh, this is my family." I think it's maybe I think the maternal thing, I think that might be different, like they have like a they're like, "Oh, that's my mother,"
Yeah.
but I don't think to each other.
Hmm. Mhm.
They might think like they're like stepsisters or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually don't recognize each other when me and my partner take bath. After that,
Can't smell each other.
we usually hiss at each other. Yeah. Who the fuck are you? Why you're in my bed?
Well, oh my god. Okay, so we addressed the
Oh, we flying all sort of things. Like
no, but
we just branching subject from subject. Like it's just two spouses met to talk and can keep the line of
no, but actually,
conversation.
I actually, you know what, I want to ask you because I thought about more questions now because I was like, you know what, if I got you here, I feel like one of the good things I want to talk about is because again, it was more about the so we addressed one misconception, which was there are not no Nazis, or at least there are not as many as people think
Yeah.
in Ukraine. The other thing that I want to ask you, because I'm quite curious, because again, I grew up in Romania, but I grew up in like a very, you know, Christian Orthodox,
Mm-hmm.
conservative area.
Mm-hmm.
So my experience from someone who say grew up in Bucharest
Yeah.
would be much different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask you a bit more questions about like the Ukrainian, basically like what life is there, like what life was like. And I know that obviously to you would be a bit different because you are from Kiev, so
Mm.
you are from the most. What do you think? Like the again the
Capital, yeah.
busiest, yeah, the
Yes.
capital. I guess the most even like international. You know, right?
Mm.
It's fair to say that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I still want to learn. Stuff like that. So basically, you're because you're talking like your parents at home, they were speaking Russian,
yeah.
but that's because you were talking about because we had the conversation about like being a quarter Armenian.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I have that too. Yeah, it's funny how like this is crazy. So my both parents were born in Ukraine and Kiev.
Yeah.
Um, partially, some of my grandparents were too. Some migrated, like my dad's side, like it's his father who's Armenian, but
Mm,
mom's Ukrainian.
right.
Like, but it's ironic how I do have relatives in Armenia that
Mm,
I never even met.
yeah.
But what I do know about them is that they were all fucking teachers of Russian language. And it's
Right.
like for me always like I remember my dad was telling me like, he would like when in the summer his parents would send him to
Yeah.
Armenia, then he would come back with this crazy Russian pronunciation.
Right.
Like and I always like think like, oh my god, like, that's not really cool for Armenia. They were so like Russified, like
How actually generally? How did you travel to Armenia?
fucking horses, probably.
No way.
Uh,
Come
flying
on, man.
carpets.
Yeah.
I think it's like probably like a
Train.
longest train.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a little.
Because that's the thing. It wasn't like flying. It was like it wasn't like America where you go from
No, there were planes, but it was very. It's unlikely.
unlikely.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's.
so and then to take a train to Armenia, you'd have to go
I guess he would go somewhere to Russia and then he would
and
go
then to
down.
Armenia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Anyway, so he grew up like that. Then I want to know about like again like the way you grew up.
yeah.
Even I guess actually, you know what, I want to know even like what pop culture was like. Although you didn't have many friends, so you wouldn't necessarily have been a part of that
Listen,
culture.
I thought I had a lot of friends, but
Right.
when I grew up, I realized that all of them were fucking bullies.
Oh right.
Uh, but
I thought you thought they were birds. You realize they were all crowd. You know, it doesn't count.
no, they were bullies because I was different, and even me,
Yeah.
for a lot of people, I appear like someone very different.
What different? How
Looking
different?
different. Well, maybe it wasn't so much for kids. It was more for like older
Yeah.
generation
Yeah.
people, like
Yeah.
neighbors, like
Yeah.
older grannies, would be like asking me like, "Who are you? Are you gypsy or something?" Like
Right.
and like. And I was like, "What's up? Like, what's the deal?" And I
Yeah.
always felt like, oh, I'm the dark one. Like I'm the one who's like my friends' parents never liked me, even though
Right.
I
Right.
never
Right.
did
Right.
anything
Yeah. Yeah.
wrong
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and was like very
Yeah.
very nice
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Like this just impression like of like, oh, she's like, don't know, she will take my offspring into trouble, and
Yeah.
usually it was the other way around.
Right.
But yeah, like I pop culture, I think we have very similar things. I don't know, was your television full of like Brazilian telenovelas?
No, not Brazilian, Spanish
Spanish?
or like South American.
South American, yeah,
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 like
yeah.
Colombian and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, this was
Yeah.
the vibe, yeah.
Okay. Did you have did your mom watch like Young and Restless?
Young and Restless.
So no, then you would have known
Why my mom should have watched it?
because my
Maybe
mom used to watch it. That's why it was
maybe
like.
I watched it.
Have you?
No, I don't know. Well, is it South American?
I think it's still going. No, no, no. It's an American. It's
Ah,
like one of those like soap.
I see. No, we had this decade-long Santa Barbara American show that
No.
like was literally like there's like 10 years of
Yeah.
of the show never ending. Like
No, I'm talking about like this show. It's still going.
it's like
Like it's still like
Coronation Street or
yeah, 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 yeah. It's like it's been going because I know my mom used to watch Dallas.
Oh, I know Dallas. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dallas
So we watched a few episodes of that, but then my mom,
Dynasty.
she didn't watch Dynasty, but I know of Dynasty. But yeah, Young and Restless every day at 4, one episode at 4 and another one at 4:30.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so between 4
Same
and
one.
huh?
Same
No, no,
one.
no. They were like episode like
Yeah.
3,331 and then 3,332.
Oh my God,
And
two
then
episodes per day.
yeah, and it was crazy.
Still.
Like I remember if you missed one, she would have to like call her mates and ask about what happened
What did it, what
on
did you
the episodes
Yeah,
before.
because there were no any like
Yeah,
recording
yeah, they weren't. Yeah, yeah,
cameras. You had to be there.
yeah.
Uh,
You have to be there.
yeah, it's like with the with actual like a landline phones.
Although it was actually, this is the thing, because it was behind what it was in America. Like in
Yeah,
America,
yeah.
they were like on episode 5,000 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom would still be like, God, I think sometimes there would be like spoilers on, because like we'd watch the news or some shit, and then
Mm.
it'd be like something to do with America, and
Yeah,
then the bit of, the Young and Restless
yeah.
would come on, and she'd be like, oh,
Don't
fuck.
show me.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
show me.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah. It
that's
was,
so
it was, it was
funny.
incredible. It was like almost like living in two time periods. Like literally, it was living in two time periods
Yeah,
that were like, almost like, oh, you're gonna find that glitch in the Matrix that's just gonna
yeah. Yeah.
destroy the world. Like if you didn't know that bit, anyway.
But that
But
was the thing, it's actually like I started to realize how much later certain things would reach Ukraine.
yeah,
Some and like quite like sometimes up to a decade. Because like all my childhood music is like 80s music.
I mean, this is the
You
thing
know.
I've noticed with Irene. Although it's not, we have like I think it's a 3 year difference between me and her,
Mm.
but actually we had a lot of like thinking things in common, like
Yeah.
growing up wise,
Yeah.
because she's 3 years older than me. So
Yeah.
by like when they reach Romania,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they would, yeah, like I'm on that sort of chronological level. Like I
Okay.
remember
Like
oh God, I can't actually remember, but like the was it the Blue,
yeah.
the band, like
Oh yeah.
that one good song that they have.
Yeah. 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 Wait. No, the one with Elton John.
No, no, no. Is it Blue
Some
the name of?
seems to be the hardest for me
No, no, no. It
to.
was something
But they
else.
had a duo, right?
So that's another
With
one.
him.
Okay, I guess that's two.
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
But yeah, no, wait, they do have their own. Wait, will I remember? But uh, is this "You Are My Fire"?
No, that's Backstreet Boys.
Fuck, that's
That's
Backstreet.
Backstreet
I'm
Boys.
sorry. Oh my god.
No, but you see, that's what
Russian
like this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Like we had like
Oxy.
OC.
OC.
Yeah, the American TV show.
I don't know that.
No,
No.
the one with like Adam Brody and the guy who plays in Gotham and no.
No, I don't think I
Okay, so you
know
see
that.
that was a big. But okay, so music wise, you're talking about well, like really 80s, or you're exaggerating.
Like, I would say my early childhood,
Yeah,
up to 8 year old.
yeah.
That was like it was a mix. I would say it was like, but yeah, it was like like uh, Sting, like the
Uh,
Police, like
okay,
or something that was like very trendy a bit earlier. I assume in countries of
okay,
origin, like in US and stuff, but it mixed with also something on time as well,
okay.
and also like with the local stuff.
But here's another question then, because like your parents were they quite like internet?
Trendy, yes,
Yeah,
very
trend
trendy, very.
even compared to like Ukrainian standard.
Yeah, oh yeah, like this is what made me like I guess in the first place wanting to like maybe it's a bit of a stereotype or like kind of prejudice, but like this is what shaped me into be like I'm better than this. I
Right,
need to
right,
move
right,
up
right,
road and things
right,
like that. So like there was a bit of that. But they were like always listening to like American British
right,
music.
right.
I was exposed still like to like European stuff
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it was like like ooh, like what, like Russian is rubbish, like Ukrainian is
yeah.
rubbish. So it's like yeah, I mean my dad's the one who told me about the Cure, like the
Oh,
my ultimate formation of goth. Me.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. He just told me once. Then I like got a bit older. I was like starting to like dig into it, and I'm like, oh, I like it.
Interesting.
So like, yeah, Coolio,
Coolio.
Coolio, yeah,
Oh, the the band or
Gangsta Paradise.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we had
Okay.
a cassette, and we would listen to it again and
And
again
like,
in the car. Yeah, like, and my dad loved it a lot.
oh
Yeah.
my God, do you remember there is one song? Oh God. Um I need my phone because I really oh, yeah, I feel like that's important. So it's like I've never heard about the band. I haven't heard about anything else that they did. But there was
One hit, magic, one hit miracle.
yeah. Yeah, it was like that. Oh, I'm trying
Crazy
to
Frog.
no, but that was amazing. Crazy
God,
Frog
I
was
fucking hated it. Never liked it. It
really
was it was annoying since the first.
because I think that was like a very Eastern European.
Yeah,
I
but like I mean I don't know. I would send it rather like somewhere to Germany, like Eurodance type of stuff. I don't know.
Nah, I think he was on TV as well. Like we used to have
On and on.
this taxi show that had Crazy Frog as the beginning of the episode.
Like a Romanian show.
Yeah,
Yeah. Taxi.
yeah.
Is it what was it like reality show?
Oh, God, I can't even remember. I don't remember, but I just remember the Crazy Frog bit
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Mm. Well, but that came a bit later, I guess. Like this is more like, 2000s, right? Just about. Because yeah, now we're talking like, hitting the puberty era with these horrible sounds.
So I'm trying to type and find out what the song that I'm thinking in my head was, because I remember like
Can
my
you sing it?
I heard it from my brother-in-law,
Okay.
and he didn't speak English, but he just loved this one song, and he used to listen to it in the army, and it's
You in the army now.
no, it wasn't even like it had nothing to do with the army, but 50 most depressing rap songs. Of,
Oh, it's rap.
it was kind of, but this is the thing. It was meant to be like rap, but it wasn't really rap. I'll be missing you. No, dance with the devil. No, Mockingbird is very good, but it's not the one that Brenda's got a baby.
Do you
Beautiful.
know any lyrics or like a tune at least?
But this is the thing, I'm not sure if it's if I'm right. I don't know if it's the correct one because it was something like
You can try to hum.
yeah, but that's the thing. I can't even hum the correct, because it was something to do with like
Oh wait, maybe thinking. Maybe there was a band. What was it? DJ Bobo.
no,
No.
no.
Europa. There was
That's
a
not
bit
even
of rap. There was this like long-haired guy, curly hair, and the lady, very sexy lady with him, and there was a mix of like singing and rapping, but like very like a dance music. And they had the hit like "Angels Crying When You Far Away From
no,
Me." Nada.
no.
Okay.
King Ham. I can't find it.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go? The village people.
No. Oh my God, it's fine. It's gonna come at some point.
Let it go and it will come.
Yeah, but oh yeah, okay. So another thing, because it was like obviously like you grow up with this stuff, but you remember Passenger with the Let Her Go. If you only like you only love the light when you see it, whatever.
Maybe.
Because I feel like then,
Probably it was there. Like,
but
yeah.
you see, because basically what I'm trying to find out is kind of like how far, almost like how far behind. Not even behind, but like yeah, I guess like things were popular in like
Or maybe it's not me, maybe you behind.
no, I know that already. Like I'm already like I found out for myself. I know that I'm like I'd say like 3 to 5, three to actually between 3 to 7 years
Mm.
behind culturally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to know about you because obviously again, so it's okay. You're but let's get.
Behind, but it's like, it's not like,
I
being
know.
undeveloped. It's like just getting it when you're a bit more mature, when you're not like 0-year old, but
No,
when
but
you're
I'm
like
talking.
5 and you can appreciate the lyrics,
But I'm talking
the
even like
tune.
about because like when you, for example, because I know this might sound like really weird, but like when did you discover like YouTube? Like when you started like
YouTube?
yeah,
Oh,
because why it
okay.
came out in 2008.
Yeah,
Did
no,
it?
a bit earlier, I think.
Oh, okay.
I remember very well that I got my first computer when I was 17
Holy shit!
only. Yeah.
I got mine at 5.
Wow. Okay. Privileged one.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, before that, it would be like, like going to the house of the friend who has a computer,
Yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah,
all would
yeah,
like watch some stuff. But it was like, it wasn't like watching YouTube, it was more like watching music videos on this like burnt recorded CD somewhere,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we would watch them
yeah,
like opening files, not like YouTube.
yeah.
And I think, I guess like, 2007, when I had my shit finally.
Right.
That's when I like got an account, and then I was like, oh, it's a thing. I'm gonna upload some stuff, and I think I have it
Really?
since YouTube started. I have account since like a very
Not.
long time.
I wasn't even talking. Like I had no account whatsoever. I would just go on YouTube and listen to like Akon and
But yeah,
Eminem over and over again.
no, but I had a very like very vivid like and very, I would say, distinctive and strong change in me, like when, so okay, so let's break it into these things, like, so like from newborn to like 8, you listen to whatever and absorb whatever like
Your
plays
parents. Yeah,
around
yeah,
radio,
yeah,
parents and
yeah.
stuff. Then when you start to meet friends and you realize, oh, like this can happen and this can happen, then like up to 10 you start to shape like whatever's trendy around your friends. So
Right.
then I guess I was like Britney Spears, Christina
Yeah.
Aguilera, Spice Girls, and all
Okay.
that, and like making all this, cutting out from magazines, like all these pictures, and making this your own like
No
album.
way.
Yeah, and then also, and then later, I was in a weird moment, like somewhere when I was like 13. I did listen to some Ukrainian cool stuff because I started to go to concerts, like
Yeah.
free concerts on
Holy
Maidan,
shit.
like, and we would break with our friends, like even like behind the stage, and would have a picture with some of the musicians, and we're
Holy
like,
shit.
yeah,
Wow.
cool kids. But I was weirdly, I had a moment when I even have it like, I used to have it in my diary where I would write all my
Yeah.
drama and stuff. And I remember I was reading it to my friends. They were laughing so hard, and then I was like thinking of it, was laughing because there was an entry saying like, like it's a shit day. I'm sad. I'm upset, but good club music makes me feel better. And then I'm like, fucking good club music, like.
That's like a good lyric for.
But I was listening to something like, Benny Benassi.
That was good.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God. Wait. The Benny Benassi
satisfaction.
Satisfact. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I remember that was one of the first songs that I've listened to
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Oh, here you
Yeah. Like I remember a friend of mine. Like I remember him so specifically, going like, "Yo,
go.
here is the best
Here's the
song
banger.
you can
Yeah.
have." Yeah. And it was just like Benny Benassi Satisfaction. Then it's not only Benny Benassi Satisfaction, there was this one of the remixes, like very specific remix
Mm.
that he showed us.
Uh-huh.
And then I used to play like GTA and stuff like this. And then I found the
Soundtrack.
hack to, yeah, to like add your own playlist
Ah,
to
okay.
when you enter the car and you play the radio.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I used to have Benny Benassi.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, again, it was great. But the one of the things actually I wanted to ask you about, when, because we were talking about like, you changed the taste and everything. Because actually, funnily enough, the way I grew up, like my mom didn't let me collect posters, didn't let me cut out magazines and stuff like this. Like I, you hear all these stories and you see how like back in the day, kids or like again teenagers, I want to say, would have like, like porn magazines under their mattress.
Mm-hmm.
I had football magazines because my
Were
mom.
you also wanking over them?
No, I wasn't walking over them,
Okay.
but I'm just saying that I like that's why I used to have under my mattress because my mom was like, it was this whole thing like you can't have idols, right? So I
Oh,
wasn't allowed to.
okay.
Like I remember, I only I only had one poster I was allowed as a teenager. Like even as a late teenager, like before I left my home at 17,
Mm-hmm.
it was only Rocky Balboa,
Okay.
and that's because my dad loved Sylvester Stallone in
Yeah, yeah.
Rambo.
Okay.
So I convinced him to convince my mom
Yeah.
to let me have a Rocky poster, and that was the only poster.
So that was the only idol they accepted for you to have.
I think she was kind of like, "Ah, okay, but she was like, don't worship him. I was like,
See, I guess with parents like this, you really need to be careful. Like, if they really worried, like, if you can apprehend even what's their concern, then you need to be this like super smart kid who goes like, okay, I'm not gonna tell them that like I'm so obsessed. Please, I'm so
yeah,
obsessed. I
yeah,
want
I'll
to
be
have
like,
this.
ah,
Just this. You need to
yeah,
be like, you should just do it,
yeah.
and then like act around it. Like, oh, you took it off fine. Like, but then like put it back
No,
again.
you can't. Like my mom was like, those those walls have been painted
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they will never be like. Because I remember going like, oh, can I tape it? It was like tape. No.
Oh,
Like, can I like put a nail?
yeah.
Nails in my walls? No. So I remember I eventually managed to have
Was
it
there
like
no blue tack, right?
yeah, because there was no blue track, and I think we I had to. It was actually it wasn't even it was a painting because I just realized now it was like I had to actually frame the
Oh,
poster.
Rocky.
Yeah, so I just have a picture of a poster of Rocky that was framed.
Oh my god.
So technically, I had a fucking painting of
Yeah.
Rocky on my
Fucking
yeah.
hell.
That was the only one. That was it.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that
You
that
still have it anyway.
no, I don't think so. Maybe home. I haven't been home in 8 years. I haven't been my like where I
Mm-hmm.
was where I was raised.
Can you ask someone else to go for you to search?
But I don't really care. Like I'm not that.
That would
Uh,
be hilarious. You like when you will switch into video
yeah,
podcast, you should have it on your wall.
I I I
Sylvester Stallone framed.
I almost like sometimes I'm like, what, it would be nice to go because I actually generally not it's not just that, but I want to go. Like I have a lot of history books. I have a lot of
Mm,
things that I think some of the magazines that I'm talking about,
mm.
I might still have them at home.
Football,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
I used to collect like those like Panini stickers things.
Panini?
Because you basically it's not like Panini the food, but Panini is the brand, and they would have those like albums of like footballers for like Champions League and the FIFA World
Yeah,
Cup
well,
and all
yeah,
this.
yeah. It's the same like Pokemon kind of.
It's similar but
Mm.
real.
Have you had caps?
I heard about it, but no,
Round caps with any random pop culture stuff on
no.
it.
I
Like
had
the
Panini, and then before that, before those albums, I used to do the was it the Yu-Gi-Oh?
yo-yo.
No, no. I'm talking
This
about
spinny
no, no, no,
thing,
no, no,
no?
no. I'm talking about the one with the wait.
Or for the table you spin it like this.
No, wait, no, it's not even not like a dreidel. I'm talking about the it
Some
was
kind of a
huh?
fidget of some sort.
Kind of like a fidget. Wait, it was a what's it called? What's it called? Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Yeah.
How does it look like?
Wait, I'll show you
You
now.
need to describe to your listeners how it looks like in detail.
Beyblade. It was like the shit.
But you
Uh,
did have yo-yo too, right?
yeah, but I didn't know how to use it, so I didn't actually pay much
Oh,
attention
we
to it.
had like competitions. There would be like a Coca-Cola car coming
It's,
and doing the
it'd
like
be like
competition.
this.
Beyblade. Well,
Yeah.
this is something very like bougie kind of toy.
So it used to be on because there used to be a what's it called, like a TV show basically,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had like an
Merch.
arena. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then obviously we didn't have the original shit. Like it was all, you know, some. Again, it was just all some very fucking cheap stuff. But wait,
Mm. Wow. What do you do with it?
so you basically like set it up. So you'd like put that little like finger thing and the stick
Mm-hmm.
in here, and then you would pull the stick, and
Oh.
then it would make this spin,
Uh-huh.
and then your friend would do his,
Yeah.
and then you'd have a battle.
Ah.
So like they would kind of like crash into each
Yeah.
other, and whichever would stop first
Mm-hmm.
would be the loser.
You know you can do this with the with like a rope and a button. That's what I had.
Yeah.
So, there was a moment kids were creating some DIY shit, and there was. It sounds
But
exactly.
you see, probably that's the thing is it's probably it started from there, but then it's kind of like I would say that was very popular. Like that was the thing that I would do at school with my
Mm.
friends.
Yeah.
And then like yeah, you see like you're not the first one who doesn't know what this is. Like people from actually I think this is the thing. People in UK don't know because it was an American thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the I almost feel like the trends in Romania,
Yeah.
although they came from America, which is so much further away
Yeah.
than UK, but also like in America would last a summer,
Mm-hmm.
but in Romania it would be like years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Passed on with generations.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that's the thing. Like the thing with the Beyblade, I remember, I'd say at least two Christmases
Oh.
when what I wished for was, something to do with
I mean,
this.
well done, long living toys and stuff. It's a good thing. It's a good
No,
thing.
but I'm not. The toys themselves didn't live. But I'm saying the
Trend.
sort of the trend.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst yeah, in America it's probably like it was like a one season
Good, but
stuff.
because like, look, you didn't have to overproduce anything. One toy for 5 years. This is the way. This is the way.
Fair enough. I guess we were carbon neutral before
A little better.
I
Yeah.
started counting.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
and we can compare. So, do do schools in Romania have names?
Yes.
And it's names like what? Just like give me a few examples.
Uh, some of them were based on the on the second language that the school was on.
Mm.
Some of them were just numbers.
Numbers.
Yeah, but
This
then
is such a crazy shit.
but the thing is also they didn't even have to be chronological, like in
Yeah,
order.
yeah.
Like I think that there is this thing in like especially in big cities where they have like school number 389,
Same.
and
Yeah.
then the next school is number 2,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then
Absolutely, exactly. This
no, but
is what I wanted to bring up. The schools of with numbers,
yeah,
it's insane. You know, like in UK, you have like Bright Stars or like Sunshine School
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
like at least like
The name of the street
Saint
or something.
John
Yeah,
School.
yeah.
In Ukraine, it's like school number
But I
66,
think even the thing is
like a prison block.
with the saint thing is probably because of the place where he's at, because like near a Saint John Church or is like a near something like this.
Yeah, but like
But no, the
number
number
in it
thing,
like
yeah,
prison block.
yeah,
Like this is harsh,
yeah.
honestly. And uh, like I think about it sometimes, and it's also like they also have this thing when like it's just one school from like 6 to 16.
Yeah, from 7 to 14.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the only thing that changes is that from for the first 4 years, we had one teacher,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and then after that, so from the fifth grade,
Mm-hmm.
you have a teacher for each subject.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
same, yeah. Although for some reason we skipped fourth grade. I don't know what was the deal.
Oh, really?
There was three and then you go into fifth
Oh,
grade.
wow. No, we had one, two, three, four. Um, yeah, no, but that's the thing. My school, my specific school was a saint name. No, sorry, uh, a king, an emperor's name. First emperor of Moldova, Bogdan Vod.
Mm-hmm.
That was the school. School number
Now
five.
Vasily Lupo.
Huh?
Now
Not Vasily
Vasily
Lupo.
Lupo.
No, it was school number five, Bogdan Voda, and then we used to trash talk the number four and number three.
Mm-hmm.
Number two and one weren't even in the picture. They were
Yeah.
already like shit schools. Like everybody knew that. But this is the kind of like actually I remember it was quite funny because we'd be like we were school number five and everyone was like, oh, so you're like the fifth. Like no, but that's the best because it's kind of like upgraded. You start with
So
like
the higher the number,
iOS
the
one.
more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then that's the thing again. Like I've seen it in other cities. Like
Mm-hmm.
actually in our nearest big city, yeah, they had the school like 170 something,
Mm-hmm.
and then but again that school, it's like that city itself has like eight schools,
Yeah.
but yet they went to number 170.
There has to be some kind of a reason, like how,
I don't know.
why?
I think sometimes maybe the street number.
No.
But you know what I mean, like because if it's like 170, I don't know.
No, I would. Well, I'm trying to think now, like of the ones that I knew
Yeah.
in Ukraine. Like, there's no such numbers. Like,
Mm.
even I don't know. It's like house, uh, 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C, like that. Like, and you can go like I don't know till not too far, really. Like
You know
so.
what? Actually, with that as well, I want to see another thing because I think it was quite interesting to the UK. The whole like driving and getting locations. And did you use the same thing of like because like we used to use the locations on like the city
Mm.
based on things that used to be there.
Yeah.
So you'd go like I remember, for example, there used to be the German school,
Uh-huh.
and people would go like, oh, you go like near the German school,
Yeah.
but that hasn't been a German school for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that used to be a German school
Oh, okay.
before, like I'm talking about like 1800s,
Yeah.
but you would still, that corner would still be known as the German school.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
then you'd have like, oh, the cinema, there was a, oh my god, Flakara was the name of the cinema, which is means the flame,
Mm.
right? And then be like, oh, near the cinema, the Flakara. And I was like, we have a cinema. They're like, no, no, there used to be a cinema 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But yet, like people would, that's how you would know the street.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely, I can relate. There's these little buses,
Yeah,
marshrutka.
yeah.
Like you're usually supposed to shout for if you want the bus to stop. Like, I mean, he's supposed to stop, but it's usually like better shout, like
Yeah,
like the, at the Saint John, like
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
it
yeah,
stops,
yeah.
and then you're like, thanks. And I was just thinking, like, there's next to my home, there's a like stop before it. It's called Factory Volcano,
Right.
and that's bus stop called like that, not because of like any of the like there's nothing of it
No, but
anymore,
is it
but
not?
there used to be a factory, pharmaceutical factory called Volcano
Right,
for some
right, right, right,
reason,
right, right.
where they would then ditch leftovers of mercury in the ground. And now there's a like a flat apartments, like a complex,
Right. Okay.
for very cheap, by the
I
way.
guess that explains your crow friends. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Mercury.
But like, but yeah, like saying that, like, oh, like go to the volcano, like meaning that there is like this place,
You know what?
you
Did you
know.
used to do this? Because I remember now where I used to take the because actually the town that I come from was so small we didn't have buses.
Mm.
You only take buses to go to the different villages nearby, and it's one of those things where the bus would go like once a day. Like if
Mercedes.
you missed it,
Yeah.
if you miss, yeah, was always either a Mercedes or a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Um, but if you missed it, that's it. You'll have to
Yeah.
wait until tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I was going to ask you is because I remember, like how in the UK, for example, you have to press the little thing
Yeah.
and the bus stops. And then if you say, like, if the bus stop is here and the driver left the bus stop and
Mhm.
there is a traffic light in the front, like, you still have to wait until the next bus stop.
Yeah. 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 It's not
In
gonna open
Romania,
again.
yeah, in Romania, like I used to, because I remember when I used to go, I used to get dropped off at my grandparents, and then the other way around.
Yeah.
I like the driver would go like, anyone wants to stop anywhere, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the driver would like stop at the entrance in town. Then sometimes he would, like, if you told him, oh, do you mind like taking me like on this street, he would take you.
Yeah. 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 I get it. Like, well, okay. There's like again, there's these two parallels. Like, there's definitely more humane approach from bus drivers. Like, if they stand in the traffic and you like wave, like
Yeah,
they probably will open for you. But again, like, so these tiny buses, the marshrutkas, they are the ones you like request to stop anywhere, and you have to request. Otherwise, he might not stop.
yeah,
But in big buses, the most like traditional, like it's the the conservative bus.
yeah.
Um, they're the ones you don't shout, you don't press the buttons. The buttons are there, but like you're
It
not
don't work.
supposed to
Yeah,
touch them.
okay.
Um, and the bus stops at the bus's traditional stops. It's
Right,
not gonna miss anything.
right.
But it's not never gonna do any like liberal shit, like like,
Yeah, yeah,
can
yeah.
you let me out here, like.
Right, right,
But
right.
like if you stand at the traffic, it's very like, can I get out, like, yeah,
Yeah.
go, this guy in the white vest like sitting.
But did you? Yeah. Did you have this thing where, like,
They miserable, they live so bad, they like kept almost like in prison in these
yeah,
dorms, and like they fucking have their passports confiscated. They can't even escape the
really?
prisons. Well, it was like
I didn't know, like, not
it's
where I come from,
really horrible.
but like I used to have this guy where, if you wanted to go to like the nearest big city,
Mm,
and my parents didn't know, because like if they knew, they would have not allowed me. But for us to go to the nearest big city, sometimes there would be like people with cars
mm-hmm.
who would, who would take you.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing is, like, say if me and my friend would want to go to the nearest city. So let's say, I don't know, I'm in Watford, and I wanted to go to London.
Mm-hmm.
I would like jump in this like stranger's car,
Hitchhike.
not just hitchhiking, but then he would have his car parked,
Yeah.
and he would wait for people who want to go to the same location.
Ah.
So like I would be in the back of a car with my friend,
Yeah.
and then I'd have to wait for two or three more different strangers
Yeah.
to say that they go to the same place I want to go to.
Well, like it's a
And
waste of time just taking two.
I
Might as
know,
well
but
knock it
but
off.
but sometimes, like, I remember when, like, when I started having like a mobile phone,
Yeah.
and my and by the way, because like for anyone listening, I'm talking about like 2010s. Like I'm not talking about 1900 or like early 2000. I'm talking about 2010. And then you'd have this, like,
18th
I
century.
would like basically, like, because I remember I used to I went on a date with this girl from another town, and I
Mm.
remember kind of like, calling her and going like, I'm gonna be there eventually, but
Mm.
I still have to wait for, like, it was like, I got a car, I'm just waiting for two more people to see if they show up or when they show up,
Uh-huh.
and then we're gonna head
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the city.
yeah.
Yeah,
The bus drivers do that too sometimes. The small buses, like
yeah.
will wait until the bus is full. They're not gonna just go if
I
there's like
I
you sitting. It's a. I imagine Romania is pretty chilled with people being late. I imagine, or like,
Well, actually, I think there is a combination, because I feel like people. I think that actually this explains my mom's obsession with like leaving early.
Uh-huh.
Because I think it's not it's a combination of being chill with being late, but also with like if you're going to, I don't know, if say like we had a doctor appointment at
Yeah.
4 p.m.,
Yeah. Yeah.
my mom would be ready at 1,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
although she was
Full
driving,
stop.
like although she would be, yeah, like she, like you would be ready at 1 o'clock, because then if it's going to take you 3 hours to get there, although it's only taking like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
you have that extra time.
Yeah. To wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, it's just in general, like for example, if like you like just meeting your friend and you
Yeah.
agreed like, we meet at 2 o'clock, like how much is acceptable to be late? Is it very strict, in this kind of scenario?
I'd say mm, it depends. It depends, because I feel like if you have some, I guess I'd say at least in my situation, it was very much the case of like if I have something to do, don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm hanging out with other people, or if I'm, like if I'm already, I can occupy myself with something else.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can be late.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to say I'm specifically waiting to do something with you,
Mm-hmm.
I would get pissed
Yeah.
if you.
No, of course, and especially imagine like, after over the time like living in the
But
UK,
then,
it's changing perspective how it is.
well, actually, you know what? Bear in mind, actually, with that, I would say, I think your perspective would be different from mine, because again, I'm from a very small town.
Yeah.
So in case like you had to walk
Yeah.
to most places, like I'm only talking about this like hitchhiking and sort of stuff
Yeah.
when you'd go to the big city.
Mm-hmm.
But in within the town, you like you could genuinely get from one end of the town to the other in 45 minutes.
Walking.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so you would know that no matter what,
Yeah.
you can't be later than 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
Like unless you're getting hit by a
No,
car
I
or some
mean,
shit.
see, like you just said, like 30, 40, like, like I'd imagine in UK, like it's unacceptable time. That's way too long. No one's gonna wait, and it's gonna be such a like, offended till the rest of your life, thing. Like whereas in Ukraine, it's like kind of unfortunately normal.
Yeah.
This is what I'm really like. If I had to pick one thing that I've learned and became better with in the UK,
Timekeeping,
it's yes, it's like the what's that word?
compassion. No,
No, like not competent. The when people like bad or good with time.
com.
It should be the same in all languages. It's
Right.
such a Latin the thingy like
Said in Ukrainian. Oh, punctuality. Punctuality.
punctuality. Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
What were
punctuality.
I going to say?
That if anything that you've learned or
No,
anything
no,
that
it
you.
sounds exactly. I mean, like sometimes I bring up like, oh, it sounds exactly like this, and it sounds nothing like that.
Yeah, what's the what
But
does
yeah,
it sound
like
in Ukrainian?
I've learned punctualность. So
Punctualist.
so it's yeah,
Oh yeah, same. Punctuality.
yeah.
Yeah, punctuality in Romanian. No, punctualitate in
Uh-huh.
Romanian. Yeah.
See, like and yeah, therefore like a Latin
But
stuff. I
anyway, so
mean
is that what you
Romanian.
learned? Yeah.
But yeah, like in Ukraine it was a thing like others getting late to see you, and you also like feel more chill like I'm already 10 minutes late, that's okay, I'll do that, like
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, like but like once I left and started to live in the UK, like it became very different for me. And when I would visit, and then one of my friends, fucking an hour later, I'm still waiting,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a fucking polite breeze
Yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah.
not like shouting, not nothing. But I'm
Yeah.
also at the same time like furious. I'm like, what the hell is this? Absolutely unacceptable. Like, and
But I think it's a little bit different now, because at least you can reach out to people and be like, hey, I'm gonna be late, or
yeah, but they tell you that they will be late, and they tell you that they will be late again, and then it's just like that it's happening, and you still have to go for it. I'd prefer this some kind of a mystery. At least entertain my brain. Like, what if they got into like
See,
accident?
actually, I feel like this is the bit, because like to me, I feel like I feel much happier now,
Yeah.
I'd rather know that someone go like, oh, look, I'll be like an hour late or whatever, than for someone to actually just not be there and then me having to kind of think about like every single bad thing I've done in my life
Ah,
that could have
that's very
led
good.
to.
I
Yeah, because
see.
that's I was gonna say like the anxiety that comes with it. Like I
True.
remember sometimes I don't know, like waiting for my dad to pick me up from
Mhm.
something. And I'd be like, oh fuck, he's gone. I was like, he left. He's never coming back.
Such an infernal child.
Yeah. And then he would show up and I'd be like, oh, here it is.
Oh,
So I think, yeah, that to me, I can see the imagination bit, but I'd much rather not feed my anxiety. Anyway,
yeah.
we had an hour and a half.
That's it?
Yeah. Do you want to do longer?
Boy, I wanted to ask you one more thing
Yeah, go on.
while we're speaking because we were talking childhood shit. And one thing that I'm really like also obsessed to keep thinking about it. Uh, have you ever had this like a form for friends? It's like a notepad where you'd have like fucking 40 questions.
Yeah.
Your name, your
Yeah.
surname,
Yeah.
your everything, like and
And
stuff.
then you had like like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And
and
then
then have to
friends
go.
would fill it up.
Yeah,
You'd give
yeah,
it like you
yeah.
pass it on, and then friends. It's insane, no? Like if and whoever's listening, like it's basically I don't know, is it like a KGB shit that was implanted into kids? Honestly, because like you go around your friends unaware, collecting absolutely full on data on them.
No, but no, aware because you ask them to fill it.
No, and they happy, yeah. Like I mean,
Yeah,
you're not aware that you actually like
yeah,
collecting it for like. Then what happens with it?
for the government
Then
purpose.
then you grow out of it, and then you're like, oh fuck it, I'll throw it. Like
Yeah,
yeah, and then at night you hear like, oh, that's like a bean car coming in. Like, but that's not a bean car. It's a black Volga car, and then the guy in the suit go and dig into your stuff and
yeah.
get your form.
To see what a 12-year-old has to say about,
Well,
because
there's like what your parents' names, what your parents' occupations, fucking films your parents watch, like and just everything about you. It's nice feeling when someone want to know something about
yeah,
you, right? Like I guess this is, but like
I'm gonna say something that's really fucking sad.
yeah, let's do it. Let's finish on that.
I've only been asked once to fill one of these.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I've never had one. I've never made one myself.
Yeah.
I used to
It's a
see
beautiful
other
thing,
kids
I
like
guess.
passing it around and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I'm aware of the concept.
Listen, I'm gonna make one, and I'm gonna start to pass it on around.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then just go straight to the MI5 and be like, here's the data.
Yeah. No, honestly, like I mean now, no, now I definitely not gonna send it to KGB.
No, but
Just for a lot of money.
I mean, that's the thing. Or you can use it as leverage.
Oh my god! I mean, honestly, like at this point, whoever wanted to have all our data already has it.
Yeah.
Already have all of it, just literally, like from the blood type to just everything.
Yeah.
So we should not fear of it like anymore. Like we have like nothing to lose. We already fucked.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, again, I feel like you remember when we started recording, you're like, oh, I don't want to get like into some like depressing shit. And I feel like,
But we do it with a smile, like so it's like,
yeah,
yeah, we all fucked. Woo.
but still, I'm like, thanks for listening. I can't wait to track your location and see precisely where everyone's listening to this podcast from. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't go that
Oh,
far.
I bet he does it.
It does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Um, no, but I mean, yeah, that's the thing. The one with the journal. I remember you had this like little section where you had to put the
Who you
name
love?
of,
Who you in love with?
not just like who you're in love with, but they used to be because they tried to make it a bit more mysterious. So it'd be like
Gift.
write like some random names, but one of them
Uh-huh.
has to be the name of the person you're in love with.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
just like have those because to kind of like make it. Oh no, I'm not talking about
It
so.
was like a one folded page, and it's called secret. And when you open, there was like a rhyme. It was saying something like, by opening the secret, you destroyed yourself. Now you have to tell us who you in love with.
Yeah,
and then everyone
Like
would like,
a riddle.
They love this.
Is that why you like? Did you actually write someone's name in the?
Well, if I mean, like, it was so forced, like it was this thing, like, you have to pick who am I in love with. Okay, let's pick this guy. Okay, I'll be in love with him. It never was like, oh, I actually saw, like, it was more like whoever's around. Okay,
Right,
this one,
right,
fine. I'll be obsessed with him.
right.
Like
Okay,
babies.
funny though. I actually like I see a lot of it, but then wait, because I want to ask you something actually before we end. Was to do with the oh yeah, because basically we were talking about how you kind of like your parents were very uh I want to say like up to date or like very like Western
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
nice in like the respects of the pop culture, I guess, or this stuff. What was that like then with your mates? But again, I'm not talking about like even teenage like sorry, I'm not talking about like late teens and early 20s and stuff. I'm
mm-hmm.
talking about when you were like again in primary or like secondary school. Was it much of a difference
I
between
didn't go to primary school. They were like kindergarten thingy.
no, I'm talking about like from age like 7 to
Oh no, that
14.
one, yeah, like
Because like you say,
I
obviously,
think I was very advanced compared to my peers, and I was like, the one like in American jeans and stuff, walking around like,
yeah.
because I got
Did you
humanitarian help from.
did you have to wear a uniform?
Yeah, but all Ukrainian kids' uniform is just like looking and dressing like politicians. It's kind of like, black bottoms,
Yeah,
white shirt,
yeah, yeah.
black president jacket,
Oh no, we used to. This is the thing. We used to
or
have.
queen.
You were allowed to wear. We only had to wear the jacket.
Well, yeah. Later it went into more like just put at least jacket on, like, but it was more like when I started, like, black bottom,
Yeah.
bright top, and but yeah, later. Oh God, in my teens I got obsessed with like looking like me and few of my mates. We were obsessed looking like um American uniform school kids,
Yeah.
and we were all like, wearing tie,
Oh, the tie. Yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah.
were all like,
Yeah, the tie that wasn't like done
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. But it was
Yeah.
also like mixed with like, switching into like a pop alternative, like Avril Lavigne, like, and
Oh
Blink
my
182.
gosh. Yeah.
So it was for us like punkin kind of a thing.
Shit, that's cool.
But choosing, like, I'm looking at these pictures now these days, and like, and I'm just like, oh my God, we were so obsessed with America.
I think it was the same in Romania, but actually, I wasn't even allowed.
It
Like,
was sold to us as like wow thing,
yeah,
like compared to everything else we
yeah,
had, it was like, you know, not even a choice. It was like absolutely, yes, take me.
yeah. I mean, again, it's kind of like you know what? That's why I think I have like such a weird love for America, which is
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know why, but I do.
Indoctrination.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
It's good to know that it worked.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think as a kid, I was like, oh, this is the best country in the world.
yeah, yeah.
I remember like generally when the 9/11 happened, I cried
Yeah, yeah.
like a
I remember we
baby.
had to write in the school, like, we were going through learning how to write in a journalism style or
Yeah,
something like that. And we had to like write something, and that's exactly when 9/11 happened. And I made my like a um, reportage, and
yeah.
I've written like, how the what was it? Bush said he will pay back, and I was writing some drama, telenovela kind of
Yeah, 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 yeah.
news.
No, I just remember I was shit. I was like 2001, the 9/11.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it
so.
was 2001. Yeah, I was 4 years old. Like that's one of my early memories.
Oh,
And again, I was in Romania. I was in the north of fucking Romania,
yeah.
and I was crying my eyes off. And
Fucking,
I remember,
they
like,
don't deserve your tears, honestly.
but the thing is, again, like I still I like it. I love the I'd love to live the American dream. But the thing is, I was crying, and I remember like my mom went like, "It's okay, like chill," sort of
Yeah.
thing. And I was like, "What if this happens to us?"
Uh-huh.
And my mom was kind of like, "Where? We don't have any buildings below like 7 floors. Never mind." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." I mean, actually, no,
Mm.
I'm lying. We had a building that had 25 floors.
And you lived on it when if you.
No, I didn't actually, because I lived but I'm saying that was the biggest building in the city. It was 25 flours.
I
And
don't think it's about the height of the
I know, but
building,
that's
really.
what my mom was like. It was like,
Yeah.
so my mom was like, two airplanes, they don't even fit. Like, two airplanes would block the city, like would
Uh-huh.
just,
Yeah.
yeah. And I just remember when my mom was like, I remember like my mom trying to like, you know,
It's our parents who were sold on America, I think,
no,
because
actually,
like my dad was a hustler when he was young, and he in his school he would make, because his dad was like entrepreneur or whatever, like he would bring
yeah,
jeans to Soviet Union. He would make fake labels, like, on the
yeah,
back, like, but he would spell it wrong, Lee jeans, Lee, he would spell Li. And then some of his friends who knew English were telling him like, "Oh, it's actually wrong." But or like he would embroider on just a basic polo like a crocodile, as if it's Lacoste, and like, so there was a lot of, yeah. I mean, compare if, different times, I guess, different times.
yeah.
Yeah,
But actually, the thing is,
comparing
I
to
don't
the
feel.
quality of life and like what was in Soviet Union. Of course, it all was great. Of course, it was a
But
dream.
I don't think it was, at least to me, like it wasn't my parents, because like my dad was actually very much, nobody's gonna save you, like nobody's gonna save us. You just gotta
Yeah,
think for yourself, and kind of just be like a chameleon sort of thing.
yeah.
And then
Good
my
advice.
my mom was actually, funnily enough, my mom was the one that was a bit like, of this like I think they call it what, democratic socialism
Mm,
thing, because again, she lived like a pretty good life during communism,
mm,
because my grandparents were well off.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, actually, I think it was genuinely just TV,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because
Very
that was
true.
it. Because like I remember, and I sometimes I do a joke about it in my stand-up set. Like in Romania, you only had like you had the Romanian news and American news,
Mm-hmm.
nothing else. Like I didn't care. I remember once, like one of the most popular, sort of like it became a meme after, like when the internet, took
Mm-hmm.
off. It was this video of Tony Blair visiting Romania,
Mm-hmm.
and this old woman going like, George W. Bush, George W. Bush, and someone going like, Madame, this is not George W. Bush, this is Tony Blair.
Yeah.
And she's like, who? Who's Tony Blair? And
Yeah.
that was it, yeah, because I although like, yeah, that's it. Like we didn't care. It was kind of like Romania, and there is a big gap
Yeah.
all the way to America. There was nothing else in between.
You know what? At one point, Britain replaced America for me, for
Mm.
my like, you know, illusions
Yeah,
of that greener grass and everything. And yeah, but I was older, and that's why I was more like proactive. Well, let's go.
yeah, yeah.
Well, let's fucking go. Let's do it. And then, and then the crisis of personality. And where else do I go now?
Oh, well, I was even thinking now, like even Oasis and stuff like that. I've listened to Oasis.
Yeah.
Again, I knew Backstreet Boys. I knew Blue, but it's almost like,
Backstreet Boys is American.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Sorry.
What
But
the fuck? You're
Oasis.
supposed to know.
Well, this is the thing I was gonna say. Like, I always thought everything was American.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I remember when
Oh, yeah, true.
I went to Manchester and we were like, oh, the Rolling Stones are from Manchester. I was like, shut up.
I was never even questioning that. Like when I was listening to Spice Girls, it never like occurred in my head. Like, it's like Jerry Halliwell wearing British
Yeah,
flag, like
yeah, yeah,
Union
yeah.
Jack, like, and it was just that dress. I
Yeah,
didn't
like
think that it's.
Confederate flag.
Yeah. But like, yeah, you don't even think about like when
I
you're a
didn't
kid.
either, because I was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's somewhere in
You don't even
America.
know language in the first place. You
But
just like
I also think,
copy.
because I also do, again, I try and I do this, like I try to do this. I'm working on this stand up bit where I'm like, because when they play music, everybody sounds everybody sounds the same.
Yeah, you not necessarily
Like for example, like the
well.
Beatles, they don't sound Scouse,
Yeah.
so they know how to speak the proper, like they know how to. Basically, there is an international way to speak a language, and yet they choose not to.
Maybe not necessarily. Like I don't
I,
know.
I'm,
It's like depends on the melody.
I'm just trying to be
No,
funny.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I guess like with Oasis, sometimes they kind of like you can tell. Oh, this is Mancunian.
Yeah.
You know, but even like the big hits, the Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, and all that stuff is like they sound like international English. And then if you
I think
actually,
it also depends on, you sometimes can tell it by uh if someone has a fucking horrible voice
yeah,
and doesn't give a shit, that's gotta be a British. Because that's where, like, the punk culture, that's where you're gonna have, like, that's coming. Like, and then it's like, oh, cool. Like in America, I think it's always a bit more polished and more commercialized. Not everything, but it's more like
I see.
kind of,
Yeah, because you're
you know.
selling it. Yeah. Because it's like you gotta make the version that's gonna sell the most.
No, I'm not saying that, like, in America there's no underground, but there's definitely was a like quite
But it's
massive,
better.
huge British underground, and again, like all the punk stuff, and yeah, so
Okay. So
that, but that's how you can tell.
on that note, we've established that America is far greater and is the greatest country in the world, the best country in the world. Uh, no, but I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
America's my friend.
America's my friend. I love that Albanian, thank you USA. Is one of the best songs ever. I'll play it for you now
Yeah, I
after,
think they disappointed me at some point.
which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're still the greatest country in the world. And on that, well, I hope because I'm also applying for my.
You?
I would love to actually. Yeah, I'm
You're not gonna
trying.
get it.
I'm trying to do the lottery thing. I hope I will.
Lottery. Oh
In
my.
Romania, they do this.
I know, I know.
Yeah,
My parents went to, like, through that, but like
yeah.
we made a mistake in the application, so we were rejected.
Oh, okay, that's good because you would have gone
I
anyway.
didn't want it back then. I remember I was like,
Oh right, so
my friends that bully me here.
so it was before you like you were born because I thought it's like
No, I was already there existing. I was like
right.
10, but I
Yeah,
wasn't so like I want to go. But yeah. Well, good luck with your green card lottery.
thank you.
Remember, it's lottery, and usually it's the casino who wins.
That's okay. President Trump, thank you for your service. Um, Mike Rubio, thank you so much. I hope to see you soon. I'm just going through the list of anyone in charge of security or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Kash Patel. Is it Kash Patel? Yeah, Kash Patel. Thank you so much for your hard work. I hope to see you soon.
Good night. Good night. Look, I'm in Antarctica. Ah,
Okay, well, thank you so much, Karina.
I'm in Antarctica. I can't hear you anymore.
I don't think it makes any difference.
Why? There's a horrible wind going in. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm in Antarctica now. Oh, louder.
Yeah,
Oh, help! Help!
I think that's gonna get cut anyway. By the way, and yeah, no, because like when I edit, when I put a filter on, I don't. Anyway,
If
we'll
it
see.
doesn't sound like it, maybe it's gonna be funny. So, like, see.
Okay, that's it. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to ask you.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, what am I doing? What I was doing? Never spoke about any of that. Yeah, that's fine.
no,
I
yeah,
wanted
like
to tell you that I've made a short film. I just finished filming short
okay,
film and I'm working on it.
yeah. Where do people find you?
Yeah. People can find me in London, in Woolwich. But those who need already have that address. But Instagram, it's at Aslanova with a Z. Although it's supposed to be S, but I don't want to confuse you. Levi will add some text.
Yes, I will.
I guess Instagram, that's my main thing. There's also Karyna Aslanova on TikTok, but fuck that. Um, yeah, email?
Oh,
Should I give an email?
I mean, I'll put it in. I'll put it in the.
I'm kidding. No, no email.
I'll put it in the bio, the description of the episode anyway.
God, I hope it's well hearable
Is it like Britney
recorded.
Spears one?
Oh no, I'll tell you after we
Oh,
start
okay.
recording what kind of email I used to have.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear it. So bye
Good
bye.
night.
Okay, so that's it. Or that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, yeah, I just hope you enjoyed. Enjoyed it. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good week. I hope you'll be back again next week. And from me, Pickle and Sarma, look after yourselves. Stay skillful. Goodbye.